Hey Aries, I need to share something with you that just came through in this reading, and honestly I was not expecting the cards to be this clear about what is coming for you in the next 72 hours. I am sitting here with my deck and the energy around your love situation right now is absolutely electric. Someone is about to make a move and the universe wants you to be ready for this. So I shuffled my cards asking specifically about your romantic energy for the next few days, and what I got was so specific that I actually had to reshuffle to confirm, and guess what? The same message came through even stronger. There is someone in your orbit right now who has been thinking about you way more than you realize, and they are getting ready to reach out. This is not a maybe situation. This is the universe is literally pushing this person toward you kind of energy. Let me walk you through what the cards are showing me, because each one builds on the last, and together they are painting this complete picture of what is about to unfold for you. The first card I pulled is the Six of Wands, and Aries, when I tell you this card jumped out of the deck, I mean it practically flew across my table. The Six of Wands is all about victory and recognition and public acknowledgement, and in the context of your love reading, this is telling me that you are about to experience a moment of romantic triumph. This is someone who sees you as their prize, their victory, the person they have been hoping to connect with. The energy here is so confident and celebratory. This person is not approaching you with uncertainty or hesitation. They are coming to you with this boldness, like they have finally worked up the courage to make their move and they are feeling good about it. Think about it like this. You know when someone has been admiring you from a distance and they finally decide they are going to shoot their shot. That is exactly what is happening here. This person has been watching you, noticing you, thinking about you, and now they are ready to step forward and let you know how they feel. The Six of Wands also suggests that this connection might become known to others. Like this is not going to be some secret thing. People around you might notice this shift in energy. Your friends might comment on it. Mutual connections might pick up on the vibe. This is a public declaration kind of energy where someone is not afraid to show their interest in you openly. What makes this even more interesting is that the Six of Wands often appears when you have been working on yourself and now you are reaping the rewards of that work. Maybe you have been focusing on your own growth, your own confidence, your own life, and now suddenly people are noticing the glow you have been radiating. This person is drawn to the version of you that you have become. They see your strength, your independence, your fire, and they want to be close to that energy. The timing of this is not random either. The next 72 hours represents this perfect window where the universe has aligned circumstances in a way that makes this connection possible. Maybe schedules line up. Maybe you will both end up at the same place. Maybe they finally get the nerve to send that message they have been typing and deleting for days. The Six of Wands is saying get ready, because recognition is coming and it is going to feel really good. The second card that came through is the Five of Cups, and okay, I know what you are thinking. The Five of Cups does not sound like a positive love card, right? But hear me out, because the message here is actually really important for understanding what is happening with this person. The Five of Cups shows someone standing with their back turned to three spilled cups while two cups remain standing behind them. This card is about regret and focusing on what went wrong instead of seeing what is still available. In your situation, this is telling me that the person who is about to reach out to you has been dwelling on past mistakes or missed opportunities with you. Maybe you two had a connection before that did not work out, or maybe they let a chance slip away and they have been regretting it ever since. This person has been in their feelings about you, thinking about what could have been or what went wrong, and finally they are realizing that they need to turn around and look at what is still possible between you. The Five of Cups energy suggests that this person has been going through their own emotional process. They might have tried to move on, tried to forget about you, tried to convince themselves that the moment had passed, but they keep coming back to thoughts of you. Every time they think they have let go, something reminds them of you, and they are back to square one, feeling that pull toward you. This is someone who has learned something from whatever happened before. They have done some self-reflection, they have processed their emotions, and now they are ready to approach things differently. The cups that are still standing in this card represent the potential that still exists between you. Just because something did not work out perfectly before does not mean the door is completely closed. This person is starting to see that and they are gathering the courage to turn around and face what is still possible. What I love about the Five of Cups showing up here is that it indicates genuine emotion. This is not someone who is just casually interested or looking for something superficial. This is someone who has real feelings, who has been affected by you, who has spent time thinking about you and missing what you had or what you could have had. The regret they have been feeling is actually what is motivating them to finally take action. They do not want to look back months or years from now with even more regret about not reaching out. The 72-hour window is significant because this person has reached a tipping point emotionally. They cannot keep dwelling on the past without doing something about it. The universe is giving them this nudge to finally make their move before they lose their nerve or before circumstances change again. Now the third card is the Eight of Cups, and this one adds such an interesting layer to the story because the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that is not fulfilling anymore, in search of something deeper and more meaningful. In the context of someone reaching out to you, this tells me that this person has recently made a decision to leave behind a situation or emotional state that was not serving them. Maybe they were in another relationship that was not right. Maybe they were stuck in a pattern of casual connections that left them feeling empty. Or maybe they were just in a phase where they were not emotionally available, but something has shifted. This person has done some soul searching, and they have realized that what they really want is a genuine connection with someone who matters to them, and Aries, that someone is you. The Eight of Cups shows a figure walking away under a night sky with 8 cups stacked behind them. This person is literally turning their back on what was and setting out on a journey towards something more authentic. For your situation, this means that when this person reaches out to you, they are coming from a place of clarity and intention. They are not just testing the waters or seeing what happens. They have made a conscious choice to pursue something real with you. They have examined their life and their priorities, and they have decided that you are worth the risk of putting themselves out there. This is someone who has grown emotionally, who has learned what they do not want, and now they are clear about what they do want. The journey depicted in the Eight of Cups is not always easy. This person might be nervous about reaching out because they are leaving their comfort zone. They are walking away from what is familiar and safe, even if it was not satisfying, because reaching out to you means being vulnerable and putting their heart on the line. But the card shows that this journey is necessary for their emotional evolution. They cannot grow while staying in a situation or mindset that is not aligned with what they truly desire. So when they contact you in the next 72 hours, understand that this represents a significant step for them. They are choosing you over other options, over staying comfortable, over playing it safe. The moonlight in the Eight of Cups illuminates their path forward, and that path leads directly to you. The fourth card is the Moon, and Aries, this card is fascinating in your reading because the Moon is all about intuition, subconscious feelings, and things that exist beneath the surface. This tells me that the connection between you and this person has a deep intuitive component. You might find yourself thinking about them right before they reach out. You might have dreams about them. You might feel their energy before you hear from them. The Moon suggests that on a soul level you two are already connected, and this upcoming contact is just the physical manifestation of something that has been brewing in the energetic realm. This person has been feeling pulled towards you in a way they cannot fully explain or rationalize. It is not just logical attraction. There is something deeper and more mysterious at play. The Moon also indicates that there might be some uncertainty or things left unsaid between you two. Not everything is going to be crystal clear right away when this person reaches out. There might be hesitation in their approach. There might be things they are not saying directly. There might be layers to uncover in your communication. But that is actually part of the magic here. The Moon creates this atmosphere of mystery and intrigue that can be really magnetic in romantic situations. You might find yourself drawn into conversations that go deeper than surface level, exploring feelings and connections that exist in that twilight zone between friendship and something more. This person might reach out in a way that is somewhat indirect at first, maybe testing the waters or leaving room for interpretation because they are navigating their own fears and uncertainties. What the Moon is really emphasizing is that this connection has the potential to touch something profound in both of you. This is not going to be a casual surface-level interaction. When this person reaches out and you engage with them, there is going to be this sense of diving into deeper emotional waters. Pay attention to your intuition during this 72-hour window and beyond. Your gut feelings about this person and this situation are going to be more accurate than any logical analysis you try to do. The moon asks you to trust your inner knowing even if you cannot explain it rationally. If something feels right or wrong or significant, honor that feeling. The subconscious mind picks up on so much more than the conscious mind, and your intuition is going to be your best guide as this situation unfolds. There is also a message here about illusions and making sure you are seeing things clearly. While the moon brings beautiful intuitive energy, it also reminds us that in the realm of emotions and romance we can sometimes project what we want to see rather than what is actually there. So stay open and receptive, but also stay grounded in reality as you navigate this connection. The fifth card coming through is the Lovers, and I mean, come on Aries, if that is not a clear sign about what is happening, I do not know what is. The Lovers card is literally the card of romantic connection, choice, and union. When this card appears in a love reading, especially one focused on the immediate future, it is a huge green light from the universe. This is confirmation that what is coming towards you in the next 72 hours has real romantic potential. The person reaching out is not doing so casually. There are genuine feelings involved and a desire for real connection. The Lovers card represents that moment of choice when two people consciously decide to explore a connection between them. This person has made their choice and they are choosing you. What I really want you to understand about the Lovers is that it represents authentic connection based on mutual attraction and respect. This is not about games or manipulation or someone just looking for attention. The Lovers speaks to a genuine draw between two souls who recognize something valuable in each other. There is mental connection, physical attraction, and emotional resonance all coming together. When this person reaches out to you, there is going to be this undeniable chemistry in your interactions. You know that feeling when you are talking to someone and everything just flows. When the conversation feels easy and natural and exciting all at once. That is the energy of the Lovers. You might find yourself smiling without realizing it, feeling butterflies, thinking about them when you are doing other things. The Lovers also carries a message about choice and free will. You have a choice in how you respond to this person reaching out. The universe is bringing you this opportunity, but you get to decide what you do with it. Do you open yourself to this connection? Do you let your guard down and see where things go? Or do you stay protected and cautious? There is no wrong answer here. This is about honoring what feels right for you. But the Lovers appearing in this spread suggests that this is an opportunity worth considering seriously. This is one of those pivotal moments where a choice you make could change the entire trajectory of your romantic life. Sometimes we look back and realize that saying yes or being open to a particular person in a particular moment led to something really beautiful and significant. The imagery of the Lovers often shows two people standing beneath an angel, representing divine blessing on their union. This suggests that the connection coming toward you has spiritual support. The universe is not just allowing this to happen, it is actively facilitating it. Timing, circumstances, emotional readiness, everything is aligning to make this possible right now. That is why the 72-hour window is so specific. This is a moment of divine timing when the conditions are perfect for this connection to begin or rekindle. The angel in the card also represents higher consciousness and making choices from a place of wisdom rather than just impulse. So as you navigate this situation, try to connect with your higher self, your wisest, most authentic self, and let that part of you guide your choices. The sixth card is Judgment, and wow Aries, this card is bringing such powerful energy to your reading. Judgment is about rebirth, awakening, and reaching a higher level of understanding. In the context of someone reaching out to you, this indicates that this person has been through a significant transformation. They are not the same person they were before. Something has awakened in them, some realization has occurred, and they are operating from a new level of consciousness. When they contact you, they are going to be different than you might remember. Maybe more mature, more self-aware, more ready for something real. Judgment often appears when we have learned important lessons and we are ready to make different choices based on that new wisdom. For you personally, Judgment is also about being called to step into a new chapter. This person reaching out is actually a catalyst for your own evolution. The universe is giving you an opportunity to approach love and connection from a new place within yourself. Maybe you have been stuck in old patterns or carrying baggage from past relationships, but this moment is offering you a chance to release all that and start fresh. Judgment is the card of second chances, of resurrection, of rising from the ashes into something better and more aligned with who you truly are. This connection coming toward you is part of your journey of becoming. It is not just about this other person, it is about you stepping into your power and your authenticity in the realm of love. The Judgment card shows people rising up, answering a call from above. This is exactly the energy at play here. Both you and this person are being called by something larger than yourselves to explore this connection. There is a sense of destiny or fate around the timing of this. You might feel like this was meant to happen, like no matter what else has occurred you two were always going to end up at this point. Judgment asks you to forgive the past, to release any resentment or hurt you might be carrying and to be willing to see this person and this situation with fresh eyes. Whatever happened before, whatever mistakes were made, whatever chances were missed, Judgment wipes the slate clean and offers a new beginning. This is about understanding that people grow and change, and sometimes the timing that was wrong before becomes right later. The call of Judgment cannot be ignored. When this card appears, it means there is something important happening that requires your attention and response. The person reaching out to you is not just another potential romantic interest. This connection has significance in your life path. It is part of your story, part of your growth, part of your journey toward wholeness. Pay attention to what unfolds in the next 72 hours because this is a pivotal moment. The choices you make and the openness you bring to this situation are going to have ripple effects into your future. Judgment is asking you to rise to the occasion, to meet this opportunity with courage and authenticity, to be willing to be vulnerable and real even if that feels scary. The seventh card is the Nine of Pentacles, and Aries, I love that this card came through because it is all about independence, self-sufficiency, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. This tells me something really important about where you are right now and why this person is being drawn to you. The Nine of Pentacles shows someone who is comfortable in their own skin, who has built a good life for themselves, who does not need anyone else to complete them but is open to sharing their life with someone worthy. This is the energy you are radiating right now, and this is precisely what is attracting this person to you. They see that you are doing well on your own, that you have your own life, your own goals, your own sense of fulfillment, and that makes you incredibly attractive. The Nine of Pentacles is telling you that you are in a position of strength right now. When this person reaches out, you are not desperate or needy. You are not sitting around waiting for someone to rescue you or complete you. You are already complete on your own, and any person who enters your life needs to add value, not fill a void. This is such an empowered place to be when entertaining a romantic connection. You get to be discerning. You get to evaluate whether this person is actually a good match for the life you have built. You get to take your time and see if they are worthy of your energy. The Nine of Pentacles reminds you that you are the prize here. Yes, this person is reaching out to you, but that does not mean you have to accept just anything. You have standards and boundaries and a life you love, and anyone who wants to be part of that life needs to respect and honor what you have created. This card also suggests that the connection with this person could enhance your already good life rather than complicate it. The Nine of Pentacles is about quality, about enjoying the finer things, about being selective. When this person enters your orbit, there should be a sense of them adding to your happiness, not taking away from your peace. Pay attention to how you feel when you interact with them. Do you feel elevated and inspired, or do you feel drained and confused? The Nine of Pentacles asks you to maintain your standards even when you are excited about someone. You have worked hard to get to this place of stability and contentment in your life, and the right person will appreciate that and want to build on it with you rather than disrupt it. There is also a message here about not abandoning yourself in pursuit of connection. The figure in the Nine of Pentacles stands alone in their garden, content and self-possessed. Even as you explore this new romantic possibility, stay connected to yourself, to your own needs and desires, to the life you have built. The healthiest relationships are built between two whole people who choose to intertwine their lives, not between two people who lose themselves in each other. This person reaching out should appreciate and encourage your independence, not try to diminish it. The eighth card is the Eight of Swords, and Aries, I have to be real with you about what this card is bringing up because it is showing me something you need to be aware of. The Eight of Swords depicts someone blindfolded and surrounded by swords, feeling trapped even though the bonds are loose and escape is possible. In the context of your reading, this is pointing to some mental barriers or limiting beliefs you might have around love and relationships. Maybe you have been hurt before and you have built walls to protect yourself. Maybe you tell yourself stories about why relationships do not work out for you or why you are better off alone. Maybe you are afraid of being vulnerable or getting hurt again. The Eight of Swords is gently showing you that these barriers are largely self-imposed and that you have more freedom than you realize. When this person reaches out to you in the next 72 hours, there might be a part of you that wants to shut down or protect yourself or not get your hopes up. The Eight of Swords is asking you to examine whether those protective instincts are still serving you or whether they are keeping you trapped in patterns that prevent real connection. Sometimes we get so used to guarding our hearts that we forget how to let people in even when they are worth the risk. This card is not saying you should be reckless or naive. It is saying that you should be conscious of how your fears and past experiences might be influencing your present choices. The beautiful thing about the Eight of Swords is that it shows freedom is available. If you are willing to remove the blindfold and see clearly, you have the power to step out of any mental prison you have constructed. You get to decide whether past hurts define your future possibilities. You get to choose courage over fear, openness over protection, hope over cynicism. When this person reaches out, you have an opportunity to respond from a place of possibility rather than from a place of limitation. What would it look like to approach this connection without all your usual defenses? What might be possible if you let yourself believe that things could work out differently this time? The swords surrounding the figure are also thoughts and mental patterns. Sometimes we overthink ourselves right out of opportunities. We analyze and question and doubt until we talk ourselves out of taking a chance on someone. The Eight of Swords is asking you to quiet the mental chatter and listen to your heart instead. Not every decision needs to be made with your logical mind. Sometimes the heart knows things the mind cannot understand. Trust your feelings and your intuition more than your fears and your analysis. The ninth card is the Chariot, and Aries, this is your card. This is about you taking control and moving forward with confidence and determination. The Chariot is all about willpower, direction, and victory through focused intention. After all the emotional depth and vulnerability we have been exploring with the previous cards, the Chariot is bringing in this energy of action and decisiveness. When this person reaches out to you in the next 72 hours, you get to decide where this goes. You are in the driver's seat of your own life and your own romantic journey. The Chariot says you have the strength and the capability to navigate whatever comes with grace and power. What I love about the Chariot showing up here is that it indicates you are ready for this. Whatever fears or hesitations you might have, you also have the courage and determination to move through them. The Chariot is about harnessing opposing forces and directing them toward a goal. Maybe part of you is excited about this connection and part of you is scared. Maybe part of you wants to open up and part of you wants to stay protected. The Chariot says you can acknowledge all those different parts of yourself and still move forward in a clear direction. You do not have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to take the reins and steer your life in the direction you want to go. The Chariot also speaks to momentum and forward movement. Things are not going to stay static after this person reaches out. There's going to be energy and movement and things unfolding. The key is to stay centered and focused on what you truly want rather than getting swept up in drama or confusion. The Chariot reminds you that you have control over how fast or slow things progress, over what boundaries you set, over what you will and will not accept. Just because someone reaches out does not mean you have to rush into anything. You can take your time, you can evaluate, you can proceed at a pace that feels right for you. Victory is the ultimate promise of the Chariot. When you move forward with clarity and confidence, when you stay true to yourself and your values, when you harness all your strength and wisdom, you win. You create the life and the relationships you desire. This person reaching out is part of your victory lap, part of your journey toward the love and connection you deserve. The Chariot says you have overcome obstacles. You have grown through challenges. And now you are in a position to receive the rewards of that growth. The 10th and final card in your reading is the 10 of Wands, and I want to be honest about what this card is showing because it brings an important message about not taking on more than you should. The 10 of Wands depicts someone carrying a heavy load of 10 wands, struggling under the weight. In the context of someone reaching out to you, this is a caution about not making their emotional journey your burden to carry. When this person contacts you, they might come with their own baggage, their own complications, their own heavy stuff they are dealing with. The Ten of Wands is reminding you that you are not responsible for fixing them or saving them or carrying their emotional weight. This card is also asking you to be honest about what you have the capacity for right now. Do you have the emotional energy and space to explore a new connection? Or are you already feeling overwhelmed with other areas of your life? The Ten of Wands suggests that you might already be carrying quite a bit on your shoulders, and adding a complicated romantic situation might be too much. There is wisdom in knowing your limits and being real about what you can handle. Just because someone reaches out does not mean you are obligated to engage if the timing is not right for you. However, the Ten of Wands also indicates that relief is near. If you have been feeling burdened or overwhelmed, this period is about finding ways to lighten your load. Maybe connecting with someone who truly sees you and supports you could actually help ease some of your burden rather than add to it. The right person does not feel like another responsibility. They feel like a partner who helps carry the weight. So pay attention to whether this person feels like they are adding to your stress or helping to alleviate it. The quality of the connection matters. The Ten of Wands is also about recognizing when to put something down. If this connection starts to feel like too much work, if it requires too much emotional labor, if you find yourself straining to make it work, you have permission to walk away. Not every opportunity that presents itself is one you need to pursue. Sometimes the healthiest choice is to acknowledge that while something might be nice in theory, it is not practical or healthy in reality. You get to protect your peace and your energy above all else. So Aries, here is what I am seeing for you in the next 72 hours based on these 10 cards. Someone is about to reach out to you, and this is not a casual thing. This person has been thinking about you, processing their feelings about you, going through their own journey, and now they are ready to make contact. They see you as someone special, someone worth pursuing, someone they have real feelings for. The connection between you two has depth and potential for something meaningful. However, as excited as you might be about this possibility, the cards are also asking you to stay grounded and conscious. Approach this with openness but also with wisdom. Let yourself be vulnerable but maintain your boundaries. See this person clearly rather than projecting what you want to see. And most importantly, check in with yourself about whether this is truly aligned with what you want and what you have capacity for right now. The universe is bringing you an opportunity, but you get to decide what you do with it. Trust your intuition, honor your feelings, and make choices that are in alignment with your highest good. This is a significant moment, and how you handle it matters. Stay true to yourself while being open to possibility, and you cannot go wrong. I hope this reading brought you clarity and insight, Aries. Pay attention to what happens in the next few days and trust that the universe has your back.